Right, Mud, this is my cheat sheet for Wednesday, December the 7th. Cell phone service providers, there's so many out there, and sometimes the phone we want or the tablet we want has made the determination for us about what service provider we're going with. Those days, of course, are changing, especially since the most sought-after phone in all of smartphonedom is the iPhone, and the iPhone is now available on all of the three majors. So now you can choose. So the question is, where do you go? Well, the survey says, according to Consumer Reports, they asked you which carrier you're most satisfied with, and you had to rank your service provider. They put all the results together. Survey says for 2011, checking in at number 3, T-Mobile. Number 2, Sprint. That's a nice move up for Sprint over the last year, by the way. And the top cell phone service provider, according to you, according to customer satisfaction, is Verizon. That's the second straight year Verizon takes the top spot. News not good for AT&T. AT&T, they finished dead last. AT&T, they were kind of laid back about it, saying, hey, we're still building out our network. We're making the service better. We got the 4G LTE thing that's underway right now. So anyway, Consumer Reports, and you decide. Speaking of Verizon, I mentioned last week, they're going to start a TV streaming service that will be available on certain platforms, including the new Xbox Live that was released yesterday. The news is going to be a little bit more in-depth and perhaps more exciting, at least if you like choice. Turns out that Verizon is actually going to start a whole new company to start streaming service, comprehensive streaming service. It'll be interesting. They have the size and scale to ink the huge contracts with all the content if they need to. They're going after Netflix in a very big way in 2012. So we don't know exactly when, and they haven't announced it publicly yet, but a separate company coming from Verizon for full content streaming service next year. Online sales, the information looks pretty good here over the first month. One of my concerns is, yes, everything looked great. Black Friday, everything looked great through Thanksgiving weekend, and even Cyber Monday. But would it continue? Did we spend all of our money there? Well, now we have a picture of the first month. Kind of like the preseason and the big start of the regular season, right? We took a look at November 1st through December 1st, and the results are good, period. 15% growth year over year in online sales from November to December 1st. So it wasn't just about Black Friday and that whole weekend. We're buying strong online. I remind you again, if you have a business that's selling anything at retail and you aren't doing it online, are your sales up 15% of your store year over year? Just saying. All right, TransUnion. This is a good story. They are projecting mortgage delinquencies to decline substantially by the end of next year. They're saying after the initial surge that we typically see in January and February, because a lot of foreclosure processes don't start in December, that we are going to actually see mortgage DQs, those behind 60 days or more on their mortgage, decline to 5% by the end of 2012. That'll be the first time since 2008 that we've been at 5%. Still well below the 2% we see in a healthy economy, but hey, you got to start somewhere, right? All right, that's the cheat sheet for today. See you tomorrow.